Protests continued late into the early hours of Friday morning in the U.S. city of El Cajon in Southern California. Groups of people gathered to speak out against the latest police shooting of a black man. Police say Alfred Olango was shot because he failed to follow directions. Patrice Howard reports.
Well, we've just learned that the black man who was the victim of the recent police shooting here in El Cajon, California, was actually a Ugandan refugee who had fled to the United States back in the early 1990s. Customs officials confirmed they had twice tried to deport 38-year-old Alfred Olango because of drug and firearm convictions, but they were unable to obtain travel documents needed to do so from the Ugandan government, and so they had no choice but to release him back in 2003. Well, it's clear 13 years later that this man had made a life for himself here in America. He had made friends, and some of them are protesting on the streets of El Cajon. There behind me, you can see the lights flashing and people protesting, speaking out against this police killing. Now, police say they responded to a report of a mentally unstable man walking in and out of traffic. When they arrived on the scene, they say that Mr. Olango did not comply with their request to show his hands, and that he then pulled a small device, pointing it at them, and officers say provoking them to fire. Now, it has since been revealed that that small object was actually a vape smoking device. And since that information was revealed, we've seen more and more protesters taking to the streets here in El Cajon, protesting the death of that black man. We spoke to a few to hear their reaction to this killing.
I have black children. I have a child, a 16-year-old black male son that I cannot send out of my house because I'm afraid that he may be accused of having a gun because he has a book in his hand. I am tired of seeing my people die.
It seems like everybody's trying to separate, and we can't have that. If we're going to sustain as the United States of America, united is the first word in there, then everybody needs to learn to come together. And if it's little by little, then that's what it takes, and that's what it's going to be.
I'm a Middle Eastern, I'm from Iraq. We came from there to here, and we were facing oppression over here. So when we come over here and we see an innocent man that was mentally ill get killed, you know, we came over here for a whole new change, and I see the same thing.
Now, many in this community are asking why the police officers used lethal force on the man. The officers involved in the shooting were put on administrative leave, and an investigation is now underway. Now, the protests are expected to continue here in El Cajon because, as the protesters said, and as some of their signs have read, no justice, no peace. Patrice Howard, CCTV, El Cajon, California.